What would you like the fans to take away from this series overall?
What would I like the fans to take away? I'd like the fans to take away, I don't know, a sense of home. It's a family show. At the end of the day, it was a group of us who cared about each other. I hope that came across. I'd like people to remember it for being, fun and funny and well-rounded and all the things that we tried to make it. And if we could do that, I think I'd be pretty happy.
Yeah. And while you were playing that character and going through so many adventures with the character, what do you think is going to stay of Jack with you? What of Jack is going to stay with you?
Well, of the character, I would say, he always got it done, and even though it was scripted, so, you always get it done. But as a show, we sort of embodied that. We were a 7-day show. We didn't have a ton of money. We were always fighting the clock from the second we started every day until the second we wrapped, and then you wake up the next morning and do it all again, and we always got it done. And that level of accomplishment, we were trying to fit 12 pounds into a 5-pound bag. Like it was hard. So that is what I'd like to take with me, the fact that we accomplished what we accomplished. It's hard to explain to folks who haven't been on a film set, but it's hard to do that in 6 and 7 days, and I love our teams for that.
And I know that there's only so much you can tell about this series finale, but without saying what actually happens, what adjectives would you use to describe the series finale?
I would say it's closure. I would say things that got opened a long time ago get closed. I would say old friends come back, which is a good theme of the show. The family on the show got bigger and bigger and bigger over the years. You never knew sort of who was going to come back because you're always a member. You could always come back to town once you've been to town. So I think all of that plays metaphorically and physically in the finale.
And if there was, and according to Eureka, it's possible, time travel. Time travel is possible. You could step back in time and talk to yourself before you started this series.
Yeah.
What advice would you give yourself?
We're shooting the pilot, and we're in Nanaimo in this hotel, and Sally and I go down to a psychic convention, which is what are you going to do, right? So we go downstairs, it's in the lobby, and we say, all right, we're doing this pilot. Is it going to go? Is it going to be big? What's it going to do? And the psychic said, it's not going to be what you think it is. It's going to be a lot more work, and it's going to go for a long time. And so that's probably what I'd say to myself. I'd probably pull up outside the same hotel and go, the psychic? Listen to her. That's probably what I tell myself.
She knows what she's talking about.
I gotta go. It's time travel. But listen to her. That's what I'd say. Yeah.
And do you have any upcoming projects you could talk about?
Oh gosh, I just did. Yes, I'm in development for a bunch of different things, which is a fun sort of game of snakes and ladders. It's always good. So I'm doing that, which is entertaining. And then I did an episode of Primeval New World that Niall Zane is the lead of from Eureka.
Awesome.
Which is really cool. To see one of our own go on and be the lead of his own show. So I went up and did that, which was really fun.
Awesome. And do you have any final message for the fans?
Yeah, just a thanks. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. You stayed with us sort of through a writer's strike and a recession, and you're more a part of this than you realize, because for the experiences that we got to have, we only got to have them because you guys were watching. So thank you for that. You've changed all of our lives.